Alright, the first formula, let's start with the, I'll do it in the order the book does it. The first one is distance. Okay, so what these formulas are for are coordinates on the xy plane. Like number 1 is 6, 4, and 2, 1. So 6, 4, and 2, 1. So how could I find the distance between those 2 points? That's what we're asking. Well, basically this formula comes from the Pythagorean theorem. If I make a little right triangle out of that, this side right here is the change in the y values. Like from here to here, it's the change in the y values. And this side right here is the change in the x values from like, I think this is 6 and 2 or whatever. So you subtract the x values. And you guys remember how Pythagorean theorem works? Yeah, this squared plus this squared equals this squared. So to find this, once we do this squared plus this squared, we got to take the square root of it to do that. So this is the distance formula. Possibly we've seen this in Algebra 1. You guys tell me. Yeah, I can't remember.
We saw it.
No, there's only one.
Like we saw it over a division line.
Are you thinking quadratic formula maybe?
Right.
Quadratic formula?
No. That yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I don't know why, but you already put that over division.
Why is it 4a? See?
It just works. We're not worried about that.
Are you going to question?
Did you have a song for the quadratic
Are
formula?
people supposed
Don't
to
you have to what?
question it?
Did you have a song for that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, x is equal to negative b. It's not my song, but
I don't know. I remember.
did I play that?
No, you sung it. Yeah, you sing it.
No. Maybe once. Alright, anyways, that's the formula. And also we're going to be finding midpoint. So midpoint on a coordinate plane, so that's just going to be the point right there. And basically the x-coordinate for this point is going to be the average of these x-coordinates. And the y-coordinate for this point is going to be the average of these y-coordinates. So what it looks like, the formula is you guys remember how to average two numbers?
Divide by 2.
Yeah. Why is there a comma on that one?
Because it's two different. You have to have 2 points.
Yeah. It's two coordinates. The x-coordinate is the average of the x-coordinates, the y-coordinate is the average of the y-coordinates. A distance is one number from A to B is like 10 inches, whatever. This is like, maybe the midpoint on this one looks like it's about 4, 3 or something. My drawing's really sloppy, but anyway, midpoint finds a point right in the middle. And the last one is slope. This is for a line. You guys remember slope is a ratio of what? What over what? Rise over run, yeah. Tells you kind of how steep a line is. And if they give you two coordinates, this one we definitely did last year. You might have forgot, but the rise is basically the change in the y values, and the run is the change in the x values.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, that's what I.
That was what you remember?
Yeah.
So possibly we haven't done these before? You don't remember these two?
No.
Okay. So you guys know what the little 2's and 1's stand for?
Squared.
Not that. Those right there.
First one, second one.
Yeah, like the second one, the first one. Does the order matter?
No.
If I do 7 minus 4, or 4 minus 7, does that change the value?
Yes.
This is 3, this is negative 3. What happens when I square 3?
9.
9. What happens when I square negative 3?
Negative 9. Well, wait. No, it's 9.
Negative 3 squared is also 9, right?
Yeah.
So the order doesn't really matter on that one. How about this? Does the order of addition matter? No. How about this? Does this order matter? So, actually, I'll come back to that question in a little bit. We'll do an example of each of these. Do you guys want to do all the odds? Well, if you haven't used this formula before, I should do all the odds.
Yes.
Okay, are you ready? Page 132.
Nope.
No.
Let's do it.
Are you pumped?
Yes.
Excited?
Ah. Great line, Mr. Jordan. So that I can see where you're pressing your board. Because if you just like press and then it's like. Where's the finger?
You suck.
Okay, on number 1, so I'm using the distance formula, so it's x minus x squared plus y minus y squared. So it's 6 minus 2 squared plus 4 minus 1 squared.
Oh, I get it.
Just plugging numbers in, right? X's I put here, the Y's I put here.
Yeah.
What's 6 minus 2?
4,
What's 4 squared?
16.
What's 4 minus 1?
Still writing 3,
What's 3 squared?
9,
16 plus 9 is,
25.
okay, what did I forget to do?
I don't know.
Square root of 25 is,
5.
so the distance, what this means is the distance between those 2 points on the graph is 5.
So the first number in the like 2 little numbers is x, and the second number is y.
Yeah. Yeah, in the ordered pair, the first number is the x, the second number is y. It's in alphabetical order.
Got it. I won't remember that.
Okay. Just remember x, y, z. Ready? Number 3. Somebody want to tell me what to write down here? What goes in, dang it. What goes in the parentheses?
The square.
-4 plus 3.
Nope.
But it's minus negative.
Okay, you gotta do the x's together. -4 minus 0.
Y 0.
Work.
Because you gotta do both the x's and both
X
the
minus
y's.
x.
Oh, yeah, wait, never mind. I understand now, Mr. Jordan.
Do you?
Yes.
How did it get like worse?
So that was a lot.
Oh, man.
What the heck?
The only person who actually needs a new smartboard is Mr. Jordan, and he didn't get one.
Everybody's gonna get a new, I think. So, -4
Forget
squared.
about you.
This is -4. Squared is.
16.
And this,
Think.
Have
Oh.
you
9.
worms?
that's supposed to be a plus right there. -3 squared is 9. This is the same as the last one.
Yep. Just different.
I don't know.
Square root of that is 5.
Wow.
Does everybody have a good calculator that can do square roots?
Use what?
Square root.
A good calculator that can do square roots?
Mine can.
Well, if it's a Texas Instruments, it probably can't.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
We're going,
Yeah.
No, mine can't.
Yeah,
We're going-
yours can.
okay, every calculator is square root button, but we're going to simplify the square root, not turn it into a decimal.
Cassios are just better.
Alright, some Texas Instruments can, but it's not that kind. I don't think anybody has one.
Mine just did.
Mine.
Okay, everything can do square root of 25 because it comes out perfectly, but if it was like square root of 20, it won't do it. So on 5, I'm going to do 6 minus 5.
Square root of 20.
Alright.
That's a pretty bad 6. Mr. Jordan, mine did it.
Oh my gosh, what is?
Yeah, you got to count. If you want to borrow one of mine, you can.
What's it supposed to do?
It won't. That one won't do it. Okay, so what was it? It was 6 minus 5 squared plus what?
Around 5.
5.
Wouldn't it be 6
Yeah,
minus
but I
2?
believe it's 6 minus 2.
Oh, it's 6 minus 2. 6 minus 2 and 5 minus 7. Okay, 6 minus 2 is 4 squared is
16.
5 minus 7 is
Negative 2.
squared is
4.
okay. 20 does not have a nice square root, but we can simplify it. You can do it by hand. What goes into 20?
2 and 10.
What goes into 10?
2 and 5.
You guys remember doing the trees? The prime stop. If there's a double, it's going to come out as a normal 2. And if there's anything left behind, I shouldn't circle that. Anything left behind is going to stay behind. In there, 2 squared 5.
Yeah.
Some calculators can do it automatically.
Yes, I do like this better. I agree with you, Keaton.
That is a decimal. Like square root of 25 is 5, so this is like probably worth about 4.3, 4.4, somewhere between there. Number 7 is midpoint. So midpoint means the middle, and we find the middle by averaging. We're going to average the x values and average the y values. There's the formula over there.
So it's 2 answers?
So it's 2 answers, an x coordinate and a y coordinate, because it's a point on the graph. So I'm going to do 3 plus 3 divided by 2 and 5 plus 7 divided by 2.
Whoa. It's like an air compressor.
Have you
Alright,
never
Dad,
taken
sneeze.
a fire air compressor?
It's kind of like that, but not really.
It sounds exactly like
It said
exactly.
I actually kind of.
Because he was releasing a lot of air.
Why did you even think of that?
I don't know.
Chlorine.
Okay,
It's the chlorine.
3 plus 3 is 6, divided by 2 is 3. 5 plus 7 is 12, divided by 2 is 6. We're just finding the number that's right between these two, basically. That's what average. That's what average does. Finds the number between.
Isn't that neat?
Neato, mosquito. All right. Any question on that one?
That's a neato mosquito.
You're getting up at like 4.
That's funny, Mr. Jordan.
Was it? Okay. So what should I do for number 9?
0 plus 4
0 plus 4
over 2.
over 2,
9.
comma.
0 plus 8 over 2.
Okay. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4.
These are not as bad as I thought they would be.
No, they're not bad. The distance one is the trickiest one.
Really?
Well, it's got the most going
Well,
on.
yeah. Yes.
Was that 9?
Number 11.
Number one sign they're not paying attention.
Okay, 7 plus negative 2. Instead of writing 7 plus negative 2, what should I write? 7 minus 2 divided by 2. Don't forget it really is a plus though. 7 minus 2 over 2 and 3 minus 9 over 2. 7 minus 2 is 5. 5 divided by 2. You can just leave it as 5 over 2 is fine. 3 minus 9 is negative 7. Negative 7 divided by 2 is negative 17. Remember in algebra, if they didn't divide well, we just usually left it improper. Oh, did I write it down wrong? Oh, no, I did it wrong. 3 minus 9 is 6, not 7. So what's negative 6 divided by 2 is what?
Negative 3.
Whoops. Alright. Number 13, find the slope. This is the one you guys said we did.
Yep.
So what goes on top?
3.
Y minus y. So usually when people get these wrong, they put the x's on top. So do 3 minus 7 on top and 1 minus 3 on bottom. Looks like I come out 2.
Negative 4 and negative 2.
And negative 4 over negative 2 is 2. Negative divided by negative is positive, 4 divided by 2 is. So what we're saying is the slope of the line between those 2 points is 2. Or like 2 over 1. Like rise 2, run 1. You guys remember that? You don't have to write it like that. Just remind me. Does it matter if I change the order?
Yeah.
What if I do 7 minus 3 and 3 minus 1?
No, so it's usually 4
This would be
2, which
4 over
goes into
2. Which is still 2.
Oh.
Okay.
Alright.
So it makes them both opposite, but the negative divided by negative is still positive, so it doesn't change it. But if you do the first one, first x first, you need to do the first y first. Or if you do the second x first, you need to do the second y first. If that makes sense. You gotta keep the order the same. Alright, number 15. So we could just do, what goes on top?
2 minus 0.
0 minus 2. I'm on 15.
I was looking at 16, I don't know.
Okay. We could do 0 minus 2 or just 2 minus 0 over 8 minus 0, right? 2 minus 0. 8 minus 0. So that's just 2 over 8. Which is 1/4. If you don't reduce it, it'll be half off. If you're not sure if it reduces, put it in your calculator as a fraction and hit equals.
Makes sense, but I might not be able to do that.
Huh?
Makes sense, but I might not be able to do
No,
that.
Texas can do everything. Everything that can do a fraction. does it.
You guys just trying to gang up on Texas Instrument.
Yeah.
I used to have one.
He used to be cool.
Uh,
No, I don't think that's not right. All right, number 17 is 7 minus negative 2, or what?
Plus.
7 plus 2. And since I did 7 first, I need to do negative 1 first. So negative 1 minus negative 4, which is the same thing as negative 1 plus 4. So I've got 9. What's negative 1 plus 4? 3. 9 over 3 is 3. There are a lot of places you can make a mistake on these. Gotta be careful. Step lightly on 19. Okay. This is the one time I will allow you to put a tiny little pencil mark in your book. We need to locate, to find the slope, we need to locate 2 easily identifiable points on the graph. On the graph of the line. So does anybody see a point that we definitely know its location? Sam?
them run.
1-4.
Okay, 1-4. Put a dot on the line at 1-4.
-2, -4.
Okay, -2, -4. Yeah, those are the only two. It's got to cross right at that point of intersection. It almost looks like -1 is, but it's not quite. So it's kind of tricky. So put a dot at -2, -4.
Is it,
Okay, the slope, what did you guys say earlier? The slope is the
the easiest one?
rise over run. So you kind of want to start on the left and work your way right. So start on that bottom point on the left. How much does it rise to get from that left point to the right point? Got to count it on the graph. 8. Did you guys get that? Because basically it went from -4 to 4 on the y value.
8 and 3.
So kind of what we did was 4 minus -4 is 8. That's kind of, anyway, it climbs up 8, and then how much does it run?
3.
3. So the slope is rise over run, 8 over 3. Okay, fortunately, what's different about the odds and the evens on these problems?
Even.
Lines are going different ways.
The evens are falling left to right. So what will that change on the slope? It'll be negative. Like on 20, when you start on the left, you're gonna have to go down 4 and over, so it'll be negative slope. So 20 and 22 should be a negative slope. 21, what is an easily identifiable point on the graph? 0, 0? We need one more. 4, 1, or -4, -1, yeah, both of those work, right? So I guess let's just, I don't know, use 4, 1. So from 0, 0 to 4, 1, how much is it rising? 1. How much is it running? 4. So the slope is 1/4. What if we went from -4, -1 all the way to 4 to 1? Would it give us the same slope?
Yeah, it'd be 2 over 8, so
It'd be-
you'd have to.
Yeah, it would rise 2 and run 8. 2 over 8 reduces to 1/4.